What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 500. And of course, I have a hiccup straight out of the gate. And again, I do apologize that we are early, but I have to go to Little Dashing has to go to work today, so a brother's got to do what he's got to do. You know what I mean? Hopefully, we get some people in here to celebrate this monumental occasion. Trying to get these hiccups to subside before I begin. Let me get a quick drink of that water. All right. Didn't seem to really do anything. Well, guys, what better way to kick off the 500 episode extravaganza of CMV than with one of CMV's most roster members, the one and only three-time light heavyweight champion and king of the ring, Andrew Briggs. It's going to sound like I'm buffering probably, but I'm not. I just have hiccups. Of course, I have hiccups, because why wouldn't I? Didn't have them. Literally, as soon as I unmuted my mic, hiccups. Andrew Briggs, of course, a member of the Monday Night Fusion roster, but as this is a celebration, 500 episodes of CMV, superstars from Fusion, NGW, and of course Genesis go to compete tonight to celebrate such a milestone. What up, everyone? Heartline, Hellish, Vic, Big Vicky Vale, Soul, Topher, Goat. Glad to have y'all stop in. Happy that the early hours ain't deterring you. As Andrew Briggs here at the top of the show. What is, I always say that we have a stacked card or, an awesome looking show, but tonight especially. And what a show for this man to debut on. Calls himself Flatters, and you can just see right away that this guy has the potential to be the next big thing. There is a very clear and cut reason why he refers to himself as the Blueprint. He has got everything that makes a great superstar. But he is also in the ring with one of the greatest to ever step foot inside of the squared circle. And Andrew Briggs, certainly a huge opportunity for Flatters, but he had best underestimate Briggs, and that's why right there, straight out of the gate, taken down with a brain buster. Now to the collar elbow tie up, and break to the back. Flatters up into the corner. Will we get a clean break? Will respect be shown by the rookie to the veteran? Yes. The past, present, and future of CMV represented on today's show. What up, Dynamic? Andrew Briggs now battling for control here with the young blood Flatters, who takes Andrew Briggs from behind. Not that way, jeez. Get your mind out of the gutter. Ooh, nice count right there by Flatters. Looks like Briggs was maybe going for a back suplex, but the newcomer had something else in mind with a slick bulldog to take him down. Now we get a spinning TKO. Of course, these hiccups just aren't going to go away. Oh, and look at that right there. A standing shooting star headbutt And Flatters exhibiting exactly why he very well may be the future of CMV, but Briggs just going to retaliate immediately with that sharp and Zaguri with a jumping DDT. Of course, guys, today's main event, but wait a minute. Woo! Tilt-a-whirl DDT by Flatters, who then wastes no time lining up the veteran kick to the midsection, corkscrew axe kick, and Briggs is dropped immediately. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Luckily, Briggs able to stay in it for now, but man, was that a big shot from Flatters. Oh my God, what the hell? He just hit a 630 senton from the second turnbuckle, man. Back suplex, kip up by Briggs, trying to match him in the agility department, I guess. Andrew Briggs now, though, rallying the support of the CM Universe. Feeding off their energy now, leaping lariat as he goes off the ropes. And here's vintage Briggs fire. Oh, the finishing touch, that knee right up under the jaw. Briggs isn't done though. Irish whip into the corner. Turns him about. And Briggs with the Shining Wizard. Short arm clothesline. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. But just a 2 count. What a way to kick off the show. The veteran Andrew Briggs against the newcomer Flatters. I was about to, Andrew Briggs with a beautiful looking slingshot body splash. Our main event tonight, guys, an 8-man tag team match as world champion Harvey Hastings for Fusion teams with former world tag team champions, the Good Brothers. And Reese Ortiz take on Adam Scott, Brule, and Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews. Super kick to Briggs. Didn't even take Briggs off his feet. That just shows you the resiliency of the King of the Ring, who now, out of the torture rack position, plants Flatters with a power bomb. 1, 2, only a 2 count. You got to keep in mind, though, this match goes on. Andrew Briggs has got a lot on his plate right now. We've seen it these past 2 weeks, really messing with his game. The entire personal vendetta he has out against Matt Devious has consumed him. Twist of Fate by Flatters gets only a 1 count. You know, back at Final Stand, Andrew Briggs was actually winning against Hayden, and he left the ring to give... Wow! Imploding 450 splash! How awesome was that? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. And Flatters still not able to get the 3 count here on Briggs. But as I was saying, you know, Andrew Briggs was winning against Hayden back at Final Stand, but like midway through the match, he just snapped, ended up leaving to give Hayden the count out win. Then we saw him, you know, not 100% there. He lost to MF3. And just this past week on Fusion, he lost to Jacob Ziegler in the main event. But right here, Briggs is going to turn it around on the road to Ascendant 6. Briggs with the corkscrew senton. And the veteran looks to deal the rookie a defeat in his debut. 1, 2, no! What an awesome matchup this has been. You see Andrew Briggs clutching at his ribs, though, and it's not a big surprise. A lot of Flatters' offense has targeted the midsection of Andrew, who now goes for the leg of Flatters. We've seen Flatters in this matchup exhibit a lot of agility, a lot of high-risk offense, so Briggs thinking he can take out that leg. He'll take out the vast majority of what Flatters has to offer. Now perched up high again, and Briggs gonna go for what looked like a blockbuster, but what a counter by Flatters into a power slam. That was amazing. High kick to the side of the head, kick to the midsection, and again with the twist of fate. Andrew Briggs laid out flush. Flatters knows that he's got him right where he wants him. And now what looks like an air raid siren neck breaker, a simply devastating maneuver. To the top rope again. And Flatters looks to deal the final blow, imploding 450 a second time. Completely out of energy, just collapses into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Flatters is victorious. Flatters defeats the veteran Andrew Briggs in an awesome opening matchup. But Briggs won't be salty. This is the 500th episode. Flatters offers a handshake and Andrew Briggs accepts. Andrew Briggs, even though he's got his own thing going on with that match though, and some great sportsmanship to bring it to an end. Well, guys, up next as the 500th episode of CMV continues on. Still a whole bunch to get to. It is our first of 3 tag team matches tonight. Just give me 1 second to drink some more water, see if I can get rid of these gosh darn hiccups. Well, guys, this is certainly going to be an interesting matchup to watch as once again, Paul Devine and Schmitty are on the same team, taking on the Genesis boys, Sam Valentine and Reese Matthews, guys. And actually, as we get ready for this matchup, some news coming out of the general manager's office, Castle Fave, earlier today, confirming Sam Valentine as the 4th official participant and the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendance. This because of his win over Josh Wolf last week and pinning Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews the week prior to that in a tag team matchup. So Sam Valentine gets a free ticket right into Money in the Bank. We know this Sunday at Purgatory, Jaquan Shea Matsuda Tanaka will compete for a spot in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And the Genesis following Mark Intel will be involved in a qualifier. Not confirmed who his opponent will be. So that means the Genesis lineup so far for Money in the Bank is El Jefe, No Fun Martini, Kevin Silva, and Sam Valentine. But perhaps an even bigger story going into this match is if Paul Devine and Schmitty can work as a cohesive unit as they did at Final Stand, because now Schmitty has been hounding Devine relentlessly, trying to get a match with him at Ascendant 6, but every time he sets out the challenge, Devine shoots him down, says, I've got nothing to prove against you, Schmitty. I've beaten you time and time and time again. There's nothing for me in that match against you at Ascendance. But if Devine does not accept Schmitty's challenge, what's Devine going to do at the shows is the question, because both world title matches are already confirmed. No problem. Quincy Glappy to drop in second matchup of the night. As I touched on, Devine and Schmitty worked very well together to defeat their common enemies in Global Offensive back at Final Stand. Both Devine and Schmitty are coming off of recent losses as well, so you know they're going to try to get on the same page to get the job done here in this one. And here he comes. I do believe for the first time ever on an episode of Genesis, the game changer, the self-proclaimed greatest professional wrestler on the planet today, the former world champion, Schmidt. These hiccups are really fucking irritating me now. Why will they not go away? Oh, Bateman, you Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Happy 500th episode, indeed. Kicked off the show with a hell of a match as newcomer Flatters defeated Andrew Briggs. Now it's time for tag action. There they are, coexisting currently. Will that last? As they are on the home turf of the Dream, Sam Valentine, baby, who has been on a great tear as of late. Like I said last week, even though Josh Wolf was injured, defeated him in the main event the week before that, pinned Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews clean in tag team match. And Valentine has got to be feeling very good about himself now with a confirmed spot in Money in the Bank. Valentine looks to continue on the path of victory here in this one, with, of course, his loyal tag team partner, Reese Matthews. This is actually a interesting matchup. If you're a CMV history buff, you'll know that last year's Royal Rumble, the two final men in it were Sam Valentine and Paul Devon. Of course, Paul Devon ended up winning it. This is the first time these two are in the ring together since then. Been over a year. Maybe Sam Valentine's still a bit salty about that. And here he comes, the gum investigator himself, the former undisputed champion, Reese Matthews, whose luck has not been as good as Sam Valentine's as of late. Still, of course, on the heels for the dastardly villain that spat out that gum, but currently entranced by Sam Valentine. But just remember, guys, that this Sunday is Purgatory, the 15th of July, the final stop before Ascended 6. It is a Genesis exclusive pay-per-view, but the main event will feature the two headlining matches of Ascendance colliding when World Champion Harvey Hastings and his challenger Jacob Ziegler take on Josh Wolf and Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews. Question is, what kind of condition will Josh Wolf be in? Wolf is not here tonight after what happened last week. So here we go, guys. Tag team action, Fusion versus Genesis. Once again, Divine and Valentine going to start things off. The Asian Sensation and the Dream go right after each other. Chip, chip. Sam Valentine kicking it off strong with a nice little cheeky rolling neck breaker, if you will. Pulled into a front headlock now. European uppercut staggers him a little bit. Knife edge shot, punch to the pec. Counters though to Divine. Eventually, the 5-time world champion with a corkscrew neckbreaker taking out Valentine real quick. Up next after this, guys, the 4 mid-card champions in CMV going to collide in a Fatal 4-way. Dallas Steele, Percy Simmons. Oh! D'Angelo, Prince, and Alistair Knock should definitely be interesting. We'll see who the top mid-card champion is. Valentine pushes Divine off, then follows through with an elbow drop there to the chest. Brought up into a seated position. Now up onto one knee. Brings him up to a vertical base, looking for a suplex, but stalled by Divine. Punch to the midsection. Schmitty has said that he will not rest until he gets that Ascendant 6 match with Paul Divine, but Divine has no intentions of accepting said challenge. Woo! Bubba Buster or a surprise butt sex for the layman. You see Schmitty asking for the tag, but Sam Valentine shuts that possible tag down. Irish whipping Divine into the corner. Divine, though, explodes out with a hero slam. Nicely done. Yeah, Topher. I messaged you, right? The dates of Ascendant 6 are changing. It's not going to be the 10th, 12th, and 13th anymore. It's going to be the 11th, 12th, and 13th. So it was supposed to be Friday, Sunday, Monday, but now it's going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Because now I'm working, obviously, and I'm going to be working every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so. And for those who were in the NGW stream yesterday, I'm going to post it on the site. But starting next week, the schedule will change, so Monday's still going to be Fusion. Tuesday from now on will be NGW, and Genesis will be on Saturdays. So the week of Ascendance, it's going to be on Monday, Fusion and NGW double stream. Tuesday will be Genesis, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday will be Ascendance. Snapmare there by Sam Valentine, as I think Reese Matthews just saw a piece of gum here at my desk. It's not mine, Reese. I promise you, it's the ring announcers. Reese, get out of my face, man. It's not my gum. It's not even being chewed. It's just laying there. God. What a psycho. Gets back on the apron and just claps. Tries for a scoop slam. Does Divine. Gets the knee to the midsection instead. Watch out, referee Perry White. Oh, now Sam Valentine with the shotgun drop kick in the back of Divine's head, just ricocheting off the second turnbuckle. Sam Valentine goes to the corner, arms out wide, feeling very good about himself right now, basking in his own glory, if you will. Also giving Divine some time to recuperate, though, and that's exactly what Divine does. Back to his feet, European uppercut creates just a little bit of distance now, closes in, goes for a kick to the thigh, but an Irish whip to the corner. We know exactly what Valentine's going for here. Now Divine knows it too, though. Kick up under the thigh, goes for a high kick to the side of the head. Sam's not having it, though. Irish whip right back to the corner. Kick to the midsection, and now Valentine's gonna get it. Relentlessly stomping on the chest. Sam Valentine has Divine in prime position for the Dream Shatterer. Clear across the ring, double boots to the chest. Divine has gone completely limp, but Valentine wants to make sure there are no rope breaks. Hooks the leg. Can Schmitty save him in time? Yes, he can, just for the count of two, but now Reese going to take out Schmitty. Schmitty counters, though. Sends him out onto the apron, but Sam Valentine, in the meantime, going to try for some dirty heel tactics. Schmitty, again, going to try to help out his momentary partner, but Reese takes him out with a knee smash. Luckily, Divine gets out at a count of one. Reese continues to take it to Schmitty with a backbreaker, neckbreaker combination. But in the chaos, Divine from behind takes out Sam with a reverse DDT. Only gets him a 1 count, however. Reese Matthews and Schmitty continuing to battle. Ringside, Reese taking out the game changer. Now it's pretty much a handicap scenario. Schmitty, though, fighting back. Should get back over to his corner in case Divine, he's making a tag with Divine, seems okay on his own here. 24th punch shades of his brother Quantum. 1, 2, but Schmitty allows Reese Matthews to get by and make the save. What very well may have been the finish. And now Reese Matthews chops down Divine, both he and Sam out of it. But there we go. Takes that opening, does Divine. Hot tag to Schmitty. and the greatest professional wrestler on the planet today, coming with a head full of steam. Yo, what up, Mark? Not too late. This is only the second match. Scoop slam, drops down behind him to Sammy Boy, slaps the tip for a reverse DDT. Schmitty's on his own right now, guys. Keep in mind, Divine is down on the outside. Sam Valentine again letting his own ego get ahead of him. Schmitty tries to take him out with a jumping cutter, but instead a small package, might steal it. Not even a 1 count. Grabs him by the hair, looking face-to-face, punch to the back of the head, guys. Tonight, we also are going to have an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royale featuring all 3 brands. Should definitely be interesting as Schmitty gets completely taken out on that top rope, and a tag to Reese Matthews now. Up to the second turnbuckle, the former undisputed champion with an elbow drop. Paul Divine back on the apron now. That's good news for Schmitty. Should need to make a tag. Stop attempted. Schmitty's out of the way. Jumping DDT. I think that's one of the very rare times Reese Matthews ever actually properly hit that. Usually just goes for a jumping jack. Now Schmitty looks to be out of it, but a jawbreaker creates a little bit of distance. Schmitty needs that distance. Closes back in for a hangman's neck breaker. Now Schmitty, you see him on the hunt. Rebounds off the ropes, delivering a bit of a reality check. And a reality check is exactly what Reese Matthews needs these days. Knee to the side of the head, neck breaker, Irish whip, perhaps looking for a tag to Paul Divine. So far, Schmitty and Divine have worked well, and even some teamwork being exhibited. Smash face first into the big boot, and of course, these 2 men know each other very well. Last season, Reese Matthews came into CMV as the protege of Paul Divine, and Reese Matthews defeated Divine to win the world title. Timestamp, and now a 24th punch. Not exactly a joyous reunion between the two. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. Matthews sticks in it for now, but Divine continues to roll. Forearm smash again. There's the catchphrase, vintage Divine. And now it's Reese Matthews, looks for a hot tag, and he's gonna get it. In comes the Dream, in comes Sam Valentine. Big old spear, chops down the Asian sensation. Irish whip now into the corner. That is not where Divine wants to be. He's already taken one of those Dream Shatters. Yeah, Divine says don't want another. Time step attempted. Sam moves out of the way though. Irish whip to the corner. Kick to the gut. Divine is not allowing him to hit another one though. Doing a very good job defending himself. There's the timestamp. Second time's the charm. Busts Sam wide open, but Divine's not done. Into a front headlock, punch to the back of the head. Gonna take the Dream for a little bit of a walk. Over to the corner of Schmitty. Against the ropes, so Divine dropped down to the outside. It seems like not really a good angle, but I heard the smack off the steel steps. Divine might have hit the back of his head. Schmitty gonna try to help him out. Throwing Sam back into the ring, giving Divine some time to get back to his feet. Nice kick right there by Schmitty, rocking Valentine. In comes Divine. What teamwork! 24th punch, and mamma mia, that was a beautiful sequence. Into the pin, will that be enough? 1, 2, no! Sam Valentine somehow digs down deep. That would have been the perfect finish, but Valentine ain't having none of it. Punch to the pec, Pele kick. Stiff kick to the lower spine. Paul Divine looking for a tag to Schmitty now, I believe. And he'll get it. In comes the game changer. Reese Matthews back up on the apron now. Sam Valentine desperately needs to make a tag, but Schmitty's looking to not let that happen. Schmitty with the rear naked choke, body scissors combination. Sam is in big trouble and immediately taps out to give Schmitty and Divine the victory over Sam Valentine and Reese Matthews. So far tonight, it's 1-1. 1 win for Genesis, 1 win for Fusion. Great tag action, great teamwork by Divine and Schmitty again. Yo, what up, Marscheltz? Hello. Glad to have you drop in for the 500th episode of CMV, where we just saw Paul Devine and Schmitty knock out the team of Sam Valentine and Reese Matthews. So again, they work together flawlessly. Schmitty wants that match with Devine. Will Devine cave and give it to him, or will he continue to defy the Game Changer? Another handshake for now. The spirit of competition, allowing them to put their differences aside. And guys, a tweet here from Fenrir says, "I am here." So from Josh Wolf, is he here? He's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to get the week off in preparation for this Sunday's main event at Purgatory. Is he here tonight? I didn't see him backstage here or anything. I don't know. Curious. But yeah, let's continue next on the 500th episode of CMV, episode 133 of Genesis, and all four mid-card champions in CMV set to collide to determine who is the best. International champion Dallas Steele and Anarchy champion from Genesis, light heavyweight champion Percy Simmons, and United States champion Alistair Knox from Fusion. Fatal four-way first fall to a finish. It is not elimination. First man to gain pinfall or submission will be victorious. This is a must, really, I'd say, specifically for Dallas Steele, has been in a bit of a downward spiral as of late. And, of course, this Sunday, he defends his title against the unbeaten Tower of Dominance, Brook. And Percy Simmons is set to defend his title this next Monday on Fusion against, can't believe I'm saying this, a bunny. Percy Simmons saying there's no man on the Fusion roster who can take the title from him, so he's branching out to give an animal an opportunity. Of course, the longest reigning light heavyweight champion of all time. And then we've got Anarchy champion D'Angelo Prince set to defend his title this Sunday at Purgatory against Tyson Cage. The winner of that will walk into Ascendance with the title, and Alistair Knox on the grandest stage of all, Ascendance 6, going to put his title on the line, his legendary reign against MLP, Michael Lee Pratt. And here comes the genetic perfection, the God Killer, Dallas Steele. If he can somehow find a way to be the man to beat Brody Halleck this Sunday at Purgatory, he will officially set the record for longest reigning international champion of all time. Won the title back inside of the Elimination Chamber at Point Break. Has held it ever since. Dallas Steele and Brody Halleck colliding will be akin to two gorillas colliding. But the Tower of Dominance, since coming to Genesis, every single person put in front of him has been not just taken down, but obliterated. Like I said, Dallas Steele been having a tough time as of late finding wins. Last time we saw him, he was in a matchup with the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews, losing effort. Episode 500 of CMV on Friday the 13th. And here comes, ladies and gentlemen, He is the deck. He is the gold-blooded franchise, the longest reigning CMV light heavyweight champion of all time, the face of change, Percy Simmons. You cannot deny Simmons' ability inside of the wrestling ring, but his attitude can certainly use some work. 4 defenses under his belt. This next Monday on Fusion looks to make it 5, but broke Ryan Kent's record for longest reigning light heavyweight champion of all time after retaining the title back at Final Stand. Percy Simmons, of course, coming off perhaps the biggest win of his career earlier this week on Fusion. He defeated Schmitty. Percy Simmons not shy, letting it be known that the success has gone straight to his head. But he has got a very good reason to be as egotistical as he is. The Bunny awaits Percy Simmons next Monday on Fusion, but tonight he's in the ring with the upper echelon of CMV, and not the NGW stable, mind you. But to elbow the cameraman. Careful there, Percy. My goodness. Man, Percy is in phenomenal shape. Look at this guy. Woo! Looking swole. Here comes our CMV Anarchy champion, the 2-time Anarchy champ, D'Angelo Prince, slated to defend his title against Tyson Cage this Sunday at Purgatory, but gotta stay focused tonight. I know, suntan. And last but not least, as D'Angelo Prince makes it to the ring. We'll take it to time, as he always does. The longest reigning United States champion of all time. The ominous Alistair Knox, once upon a time was a part of the Genesis roster. Now he has returned to prove his dominance as the best. Alistair Knox may have hit a bit of a rough patch a couple of weeks ago. Only his 3rd ever pinfall defeat at the hands of world champion Harvey Hastings. Then his 1st ever submission loss to Perry Heenan at the Deadly Games Final Stand. But he bounced back earlier this week with a victory over Masao Hume. MLP awaits him at the show of shows. We have 2 very dangerous submission artists in this matchup. D'Angelo Prince, though most of his wins aren't by submission, he has won with that Tequila Sunrise of his before. And of course, Alistair Knox, not just the most deadly submission artist in this match, but perhaps all of CMV with that deep guillotine choke of his he calls censorship. So here we go, guys. A Fatal 4-way for the 500th episode featuring CMV's mid-card champions first fall to a finish. And you can see all the different attitudes just panning to the corners. Percy Simmons like it ain't no thing. And we see the Genesis guys, surprisingly enough, go after each other, while the Fusion boys take the fight to the outside. Simmons and Knox, while Prince and Steele in the ring. go at it. And look at Percy with a roll through, popping Knox up over the shoulders for an air raid siren neck breaker. This is not false count anywhere, but there are no countouts, no disqualifications in the ring. You see D'Angelo Prince with a beautiful air raid, or airplane spin, I should say, TKO. Simmons using the surroundings as a weapon, backing Knox into the announce table, spine first. Meanwhile, Lion Salt pin attempt, not even a 1 count for the Anarchy champion in the ring. Knox finally gets an upper hand here on the gold-blooded light heavyweight champion Percy Simmons. Reverse DDT by Dallas Steele. They're going to take out D'Angelo Prince, rolling to the outside. Alistair Knox, stiff knee straight to the face, going to take him out, while D'Angelo and Dallas play the in-and-out game. Knox takes the fight into the ring with Percy. Back suplex, goodbye Dallas Steele. Now D'Angelo has his eyes on Alistair Knox. Knox goes for a pin, not even a 1 count. And a tweet here, guys, from George King says, still waiting on that peasant's response. Guess he's just going to sit back and be a useless peasant. That was yesterday on NGW that George King, the second ever NGW champion, since NGW's reincarnation, he's tweeted a lot, his displeasure really, about NGW coming back and how, all the NGW champions will never have anything on him. And when Ryan Riley retained his title yesterday in that triple threat, George King actually showed up and challenged Ryan Riley to a matchup at Ascendant 6. Said, I will prove that I am the greatest NGW champion of all time and that nobody will ever top me. Ryan Riley has yet to respond, but right now Dallas Steele with a pretty nasty submission, a leg lock armbar combination. Alistair Knox escapes. High kick by Percy to D'Angelo. D'Angelo with the clothesline though. Oh, air to the throne by our CMV Anarchy champion. Alistair Knox drops down to the outside. Dallas Steele takes out referee Perry White. Big knife edge chop, and down goes Dallas Steele. D'Angelo sizing up the God Killer for that Hangman's Facebuster coordination, but Percy breaks it up. What a douchebag Percy is. And now going to deliver a reality check. Knee Trumpler, neckbreaker combination. Dallas Steele zones in on the light heavyweight champion. Goes for eat defeat. Now Knox breaks up Percy's signature attempt. High knee though, takes out Dallas. Irish whip into the corner. Enziguri and Percy Simmons looks to show us that athleticism. Handspring moonsault by the light heavyweight champion. And Dallas Steele decides to take a moment to say a quick prayer, whatever dark forces he prays to. I don't even want to fathom. Oh, guys, Alistair Knox has got his claws dug into, oh wow. Inadvertently breaking up section, maybe on purpose. Oh no, there are no DQs, and a fatal forehand Percy with a low blow to the United States champion. One, only a 1 count though, wow. And a tweet here, guys, from Hunter Blackburn says, I will destroy the snakes in that battle royal tonight and show Drake Dunn exactly what he is up against as Alistair Knox gets lost in the woods. Body splash on the apron by D'Angelo to Dallas Steele. Yeah, NGW representatives for tonight, Hunter Blackburn and Rising Star champion Drake Dunn will be in that battle royal in our co-main event. Oh, guys. As D'Angelo Prince looks for another body splash on international champion Dallas Steele. Percy looks to finish off Alistair Knox with the 1-kick KO. And D'Angelo busy taunting, feeling himself. Might get the win to Simmons. 1, 2, 3, and Simmons hands Alistair Knox his 4th ever pinfall defeat. And the light heavyweight champion continues to impress. This kid is phenomenal. Well, Alistair Knox these past few weeks has shown weakness that MLP is going to look to prey on come Ascendant 6. But Percy Simmons, man, is on another level. This kid, the low blow is what softened up Knox for the finish. Yeah, D'Angelo taunting on the outside. Did not see the pin go down. Well, the low blow followed by the eat defeat. And then the one kick KO right here. And Percy Simmons is the champ of champs. And he's been saying that. He's been saying his title is more prestigious than the World Championship, all other championships. Percy Simmons, baby. Well, guys, up next, and it's probably one of the most looked forward to matches of the card. So far tonight, we had Flatters win at the top of the show. That's a point for Genesis. Then Paul Devine and Schmitty a point for Fusion. And Percy just got another point for Fusion. Let's Honor Reed can tie it up as the Fallen Angel takes on the Pride of Scotland, Jacob Ziegler. And I did get reports that Cray is not here tonight. He was not seen entering the arena. He got what he wanted. He got a fight with John Reed this Sunday at Purgatory. Not a match, not what he really wanted, a match on Ascendance, but instead a fight. So he's putting some pressure off of John Reed, allowing him to have this matchup. Maybe confident that Ziggler will win and John Reed will get embarrassed. So John Reed can rest easy knowing that Crazy Jay will not try to attack him as he has the past month and a half. Doesn't change the fact that he is still in the ring. With the #1 contender for Harvey Hastings' Undisputed Championship. 2.5 years Jacob Ziegler has waited for a one-on-one title opportunity. He gets it at the show of shows at Ascendant 6, but he and Harvey gonna have to be partners this Sunday, teaming against Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews. Can they get it done? Still to come tonight, guys, after this, 2/3 of our trios champions, Chris Sullivan and JT Fury, are going to be in action when they take on the Forsaken. 8-man battle royal in our current event, and of course that huge 8-man tag in our main event. But there he is, the CMV veteran, the former Anarchy champion, who finally got fed up with Crazy J's relentless attacks and challenged him to, again, not a match, guys. It is going to be a fight. Both men will show up to the matchup, but it's not a match. It's unsanctioned. There's going to be no pinfalls, no submissions. The man who wins, I guess, will be whoever can knock out the other. It's going to be a fight. John Reed praying to the dark forces within to give him the strength to be victorious here today. There he comes, Jacob Ziegler, his entire career in CMV. He has been a fusion guy. So very rarely has he ever showed up on Genesis, but tonight is one of those rare occasions, as he represents Fusion. Two and a half years. So many people in the CM universe feel as though Ziegler, a long time ago, should have gotten his shot at the world title. and never came to fruition, but at Ascendant 6, at the grandest stage of them all, he'll look to finally see his boyhood dream come to fruition. That is in 5 weeks, though. Tonight, he's got to deal with John Reed, and this Sunday, he's got to deal with Harvey Hastings, who, of course, abandoned him earlier this week on Fusion. They were supposed to team up against Andrew Briggs and Matt Devious, but luckily Devious abandoned Briggs as well, so we got a one-on-one between Briggs and Ziegler, which Ziegler won. Hopefully Harvey does not pull the same trick this Sunday. Hastings in action himself later on in our main event, a part of that 8-man tag match. So here we go. So far tonight, Fusion is in the lead with 2 points to 1 point for Genesis. Let's see if Reed can tie it up. Referee rings the bell and let's get it on. Ziegler right out of the gate catches Reed up in a pump handle neck breaker. That is not an excellent start for the Fallen Angel. Now on a collision course is Jacob Ziegler with Harvey Hastings, but cannot afford to look past John Reed, who takes out Ziegler with a nasty stalling pile driver. Dragged by the shoulders towards the center of the ring, and a pinpoint knee drop by John. Looks to close back in, brings Ziegler up to a vertical base. Irish whip, the Scotsman rebounds right into a chest bump. Inadvertent as it may be, certainly no respect between these two. Irish whip again, now it's Ziegler with a high knee right on the button. Clipped him right across the jaw, flush, kick to the midsection, now caught though by John, and a knee of his own to the face. And now it is John who looks for a vicious DDT. It's usually Ziegler utilizes that frequently in his matches, but John Reed going to show him how to do it. Now goes for a takedown, nice block by Ziegler. You know, Ziegler, a former footballer, so he has got some nasty kicks. You do not want to get clipped. And there we go, right there, straight across the chest. And then a spine buster, shades of his good friend, Hall of Famer Paul Anderson with that one. Goes to the top rope, and Ziegler perhaps going to look for his beautiful moonsault. Yes, he is, and that is phenomenal. Absolutely flawless textbook execution. It's just glorious. Not enough words in the dictionary to truly tell you how awesome it is. John Reed, though, snaps back to his ribs. Have got to be hurt, but he knows he can't allow Ziegler to take control for too long. Looks like a small package driver setup, countered by Ziegler into a Northern Light suplex. Relentless stomps to the chest, followed by a forearm smash across the jaw. And now the knees from the Scotsman to the chest again and again and again. Hooks the leg to Ziegler. First pinfall attempt in the matchup. Only going to get him a 1 count. John Reed in trouble right now. He has got to turn things around quickly. Stiff kick to the back. Can't afford to keep letting Ziegler get off these kicks. Well, a sweep now. A couple of punches to the back of the head. John Reed not done just yet. He might be down, but he's not out. European upcut, cheeky little jab up against the ropes. And John Reed with a... Oh, springboard European, or springboard, a springboard European uppercut. Don't see those too often. Wow. Clothesline again. Ducks the clothesline, turns him about, snap power slam. The Fallen Angel is riding high right now, and Jacob Ziegler is in all kinds of trouble. Super kick out of nowhere. And wasting no time, John Reed knows he can afford to let Ziegler get even a moment's rest. Going old school with the fall. No more Spear of Destiny, I guess. Into the pin. This will be a big win for John Reed. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. I think Ziegler has been on Genesis before. I can't recall any sort of time, but he had to have been on some episode. Well, now John Reed, since the fall couldn't get the job done, going to resort to his submission attempt. The Rings of Saturn applied to it. Jacob Ziegler escapes, elbow to the side of the head, and again. John Reed a little bit woozy. Jacob Ziegler closes in on him. Snapmare, seated position goes Reed. Into a figure four head scissors, and Ziegler loves utilizing this against opponents. Just bullies them. It's like he's playing with his dinner almost. Don't know that it's so smart against an opponent like John Reed, but right now he's got the upper hand. Yeah, you know what? Jacob Ziegler actually debuted on Genesis when it was a live show against Johnny Vegas. Vegas beat him via countout. There's a hook of the leg. 1. No 2 count for the Pride of Scotland, but he goes right back in like a shark to its prey. John Reed and Quinton jumping cutter attempt to deflects it. Does Ziegler kick to the midsection now? Vintage Ziegs. Tiger bomb. Middle of the ring. Doesn't go for the pin though. Drop toe hold. Beautiful reversal by John Reed. Man, Reed, the ever dangerous superstar. 1. So far, Fusion is in the lead. Up 2 points to Genesis with just 1. Can John Reed even it, or will Ziegler take it home? Genesis, of course, lost the Battle of the Brands back at Homecoming 3. The true Battle of the Brands. And look at Ziegler. Not only a show of power, but a show of just how egotistical he is with that stalling suplex. Just having some fun at Reed's expense now, pouncing on him with the full mount, unloading shot after shot. Here come those clean bows straight across the forehead, and a couple of shots on the way out for a good measure. Hook of the leg, 1. Only a 1 count, man. Ziegler has not been able to get past the 1 count here. Every time he's pinned John Reed. Hands on his head now. Ziegler wondering, what do I got to do? Closes in, but Reed's ready for him. Throws him overhead. With the fireman's carry. Jumping cutter. Ziegler tosses him off, then shoots back in, but John Reed's too quick. Irish whip to the corner. Reed coming at him, but Ziegler with a ferocious DDT, shaking the entire ring. Knee drop. I think Ziegler's looking for blood here. Kick to the midsection, caught, and what a counter by the Fallen Angel. A slick power bomb, and of course gonna go for the pin. Very well, could knock Ziegler off. Nope, just 1 count. Never forget Foreign Affairs, greatest tag team name of all time. Scoop slam, Ziegler drops down behind. Oh, now Ziegler has Reed exactly where he wants him, but Reed knows that he did his homework. Ziegler perhaps trying to finish things off with that heel hook of his. There we go. Reed is finally busted open with a knee to the face. Snapmare, and again to the figure 4 head scissors. Again, just taking John Reed around the ring with ease. Reed not able to escape here. And this is a maneuver that could very easily force John Reed to submit as well. The thigh pushing down on the throat, making it impossible for Reed to breathe. Seated position. Going for the leg. Jacob Ziegler snaps it to the side, I guess trying to take it out so Reed can't hit that super kick of his. To the pin goes Jacob. 1, 2, 2 count only. Looks to bring Reed up to his feet, but Reed's waiting for him. Punch to the gut, stuck in the air, right up out of Ziegs. And John, oh my God, went for another fall, but Ziegler with the clutch ass reversal, drops down behind reverse DDT. Mwah. And what does Ziegler look for now? Another stalling vertical suplex. The legs of Reed kicking. Blood rushing to the head. And remember, he's busted open. Leaking down his forehead. Dropping him like a sack of stone. Jacob Ziegler hoping that alone perhaps is enough to get the job done. No, what's he doing here? Goes for a power bomb, but John Reed, well scouted into a DDT. Straight to the pin. What a great match this has been thus far. There was a reason this was probably the most look forward to match on the show tonight. Punch to the midsection. And Jacob Ziegler, bam! Not so much oof behind that DDT, but enough to get the job done. And Ziegler to the corner, tuning up the bend for the Claymore. Drops down to one knee out of exhaustion, flops into the pin. And it's, oh my God, talk about your close calls. Ziegler arguing with referee Perry White. That was so close. John Reed sticks in it though. Now donning that proverbial crimson mask. Alley-oop powerbomb, and my God! John Reed just got decapitated off of that second rope. That was hard to watch. And Ziegler now putting the final touches. Swinging neck breaker. Barely able to stand. But now lines up the shot. And the pride comes before the fall. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Jacob Ziegler is victorious. What an awesome matchup that was. John Reed, man, probably the best I have seen him perform in a while. He is ready for Crazy J this Sunday at Purgatory in that fight. Wasn't able to get the job done here tonight. Jacob Ziegler was the better man. But Reed has nothing to be ashamed of. An absolute 5-star encounter between these two. Question is, this Sunday at Purgatory, will Ziegler be able to work together with Harvey Hastings? That's if Harvey Hastings even shows up. Ziegler, as his own man, has been on a roll. Ascendant 6 awaits him. Will the boyhood dream become a reality? Will Ziegler finally become world champion? All right, guys, it is time for our tertiary main event. Yeah, 7:02. I gotta work today at 3, so I had to stream early like I did at NGW yesterday. New schedule starting next week if you did not hear. Fusion will remain on Monday. NGW will be on Tuesdays from now on, and Genesis will be on Saturdays. The date of Ascendance also changing. It'll be the 11th, 12th, and 13th of August now. Monday. But as I was saying, guys, time for our tertiary main event as 2/3 of our trios champions, Chris Sullivan, JT Fury, Flashy, watching their back take on the Forsaken Uriel Wick and Azrael Kane. Let's not forget still to come tonight in our co-main event, an 8-man over the top rope battle royale featuring in our minute. But if you are not a part of our website, cmvwrestling.com, guys, you would have missed the huge news that came out of last week's show after the Good Brother Nation ATL Castle of Fave with security stopped them afterwards, guys, and stripped Xander Slate and Randy Orton of their World Tag Team titles, citing the fact that Xander Slate had attacked Reese Ortiz with Reese Ortiz, had attacked Adam Scott outside of CMV a couple weeks prior. Remember, in that bar. And also saying that the Good Brothers, it's been a long time coming. The Good Brothers walk around here doing whatever they want, thinking they're hot shit. So Castlevania has officially stripped the Good Brothers of the World Tag Team titles. They are no longer the champions, but we will crown new champions this Sunday at Purgatory when the Forsaken take on Brule, Dule Zaire, and Brett Angel. Tanner Slapin using that general manager Castlefave to fuel Vince's campaign to try and get Castlefave out of power. Saying that it was a disgusting abuse of her power, and some people in the CM universe even are agreeing with him. And as the BRC make their way out into the Genesis Arena for the first time ever, a tweet here, guys, from Paul Heyman says, Guri Sukanov is known for battling monsters. And after last week, make no mistake, Guri will come full force in that Monsters Ball match against Damien at Ascendance 6. And I cannot wait for that. The ring will have to be double reinforced. This is the tertiary main event. Suntan, you missed the first 4 matches. The inaugural and now 2-time CMV Trios champions. Ready for action. It is Chris Sullivan and JT Fury, the 2 men there on the apron that will be competing in this matchup. Flashy gonna watch their back ringside. I got work Suntan at 3, so I had to stream early. Chris Sullivan and JT Fury telling the Forsaken to bring it on. I don't know if they really want it to be brought on. Uriel Wick and Astro Kane, debuting about 2.5 months ago, only have 1 loss to their name. That was to the Good Brothers 3 weeks ago when the World Tag Team titles were on the line. But they have a chance to rewrite that wrong this Sunday when they battle Brule to claim the tag team titles. And a tweet here, guys, from Adam Valentine says, of course the idiots of the Genesis roster realize the dictator Cass is after she fires me. Maybe if you got a hashtag justice for Valentine trending, we wouldn't be having this problem. I don't think anybody cares about Adam Valentine. It is funny, though, that everybody started getting up in arms about Castlefave after Adam Valentine left, after he petitioned for months to get her fired. Here we go. So Chris Sullivan from Boston going to kick things off against Uriel Wick. Uriel Wick, whose mantra is burn with me. The Forsaken on a mission to purge the Genesis Tag Team Division. All those who are deemed sinful will be judged and executed. Nice standing moonsault by Chris Sullivan. Simple but effective, and a nice show of the agility that he does possess. Jawbreaker, though, creates just a bit of distance, and Uriel going to close it on that with a nice snap tiger suplex, or dragon suplex, I should say. Now look at that. Uriel Wick knows exactly how to dissect an opponent, stomping on the bare hand of Chris Sullivan, trying to break all the little bones into tiny pieces. Goes for a takedown, deflected though by Chris Sullivan. Nice job done. And Sullivan very rarely pulls this out, but boy, is it a beautiful sight. The implant buster. Uriel Wick, though, right there, trying to make a tag to the big boy, Asriel K, but it looks like he doesn't want to. Chris Sullivan does some taunting in the corner, then closes back in on Wick. Gonna return the favor, grabbing a hold of Wick's arm and launching him overhead. See you, goodbye. Well, remember, the news broke about a month and a half ago that after Ascendance, starting the Fusion after Ascendance, the Trios titles will become multi-branded, meaning they can be competed for on all three rosters, Fusion, NGW, and Genesis. Teams from any show can challenge for the titles, so the BRC are definitely going to have a whole lot more competition coming their way. Sharp DDT there for the kneeling position. Brought up to a vertical base down, reeled into a front headlock, punch to the back of the head. Uriel Wick getting taken for a little bit of a walk. To the corner face first off the turnbuckle, looks for a tag to JT Fury. Uriel Wick does not allow it, however. Irish whip instead back over to the corner of the Forsaken. And a tag attempt to the brute Ashgrel Kane. He's going to get it. Snapmare. Look at this combination. The 300-plus pound Kane with a body splash, Wick with a leg drop. Been seeing a lot of that lately. A lot of vintage fans. Brought up to his seat, and Ashgrel Kane with a hook to the jaw. Looking to deliver death to all. From behind, yeah, Chris Sullivan trying for a German suplex. That's not going to work out so well for you, baby. Oh, using his Chrome Dome as a weapon, a headbutt in Ashgrel Kane. Not going to pay for it, though. He looks like a child over the shoulders of Kane, man. Drop face first on that top turnbuckle. Goes limp like a wet spaghetti noodle. Popped up. Alley-oop bomb. Goodness gracious, my God. And here comes that massive sit-out choke bomb. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Sullivan had to put everything into that kick out. You see how he popped up? He was like, nope, not dead yet. But it might just be a matter of time. Tag to Uriel Wick. Chris Sullivan has been judged. And now it is time for him to be executed with God's Eye. To the pin for the Forsaken to be victorious. 1, 2. JT Fury making the slick save. Uriel Wick just go for the pin again, but Perry White's not going to call it. Now Ashgrel Kane going to make JT Fury pay. Single knee backbreaker, and again, then just tossed out to the side like a sack of dirty laundry. Uriel Wick saying a quick prayer. And bam! Nice cutter into a dragon sleeper. Look at that. How beautiful was that transition? But Sullivan is not going to submit. Talk about the willpower. But put right back in the corner. Tag to Ashgrel Kane again. Chris Sullivan has been judged as guilty in God's Eye. To the pin. Can Uriel Wick stop JT Fury, though? No, he cannot. JT takes out Wick and breaks up the pin, all in one swoop. The Forsaken in firm control here, but they cannot get the pin. Trying to finish on the job there in the corner, but Chris Sullivan battling back. Whatever he's got left, he's throwing it all at the big man. But it's for naught. Double single knees and then tossed out to the corner. JT Fury begging for the tag. He knows that Chris Sullivan cannot stay in there. Oh my God, like run into a goddamn brick wall. Just completely went splat. And now a big splat. Oh no, senton. 300 plus pounds across the midsection. And then a headbutt. The 500th episode of CMV in our tertiary main event. Chris Sullivan and JT Fury of the BRC battling the Forsaken. Still to come. Oh, 8-man battle royal up next, featuring superstars from Fusion, NGW, and Genesis. And of course, that massive 8-man tag to close out the show. Kick to the midsection, caught by Chris Sullivan, drop down. Gonna go for a half crab. Ashgrel Kane able to quickly escape that. Now Ashgrel Kane into the corner. Simple tag to Uriel Wick. What the hell are they going for here? European uppercut, and my God, that might be 10 plus feet in the air. Mamma mia, elbow drop down onto the heart. And Chris Sullivan, out of pure instinct, starts to stir, but he ain't going anywhere. Uriel Wick beckons for Boston Zone to get up to us. See, guys, this has been a complete and utter murder. Springboard lariat. Sullivan been just put into the meat grinder, unable to make a tag to JT Fury. Tag to Wick again, and good God, what do we got here now? No, no, no. Look at the Forsaken go. Holy shit. Modified Tower of Doom. But Chris Sullivan bites the bullet. Hot tag to JT Fury, baby. Well, that hot tag was complete. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did you see the way he tossed him? Straight hook now. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? 1, 2. Just a 2 count. JT just got in the ring. Oh my God. Now the accolade being applied. Camel clutch gonna break the back and make him humble, but JT slips through. Well, JT's all on his own. Chris Sullivan is dead ringside. Flashy can't do anything but watch. This has been akin to... Ow! JT Fury realizes he's got to do whatever he has to win this matchup. Goes low. Now a nice drop toe hold into the modified crossface. Astro Kane is trapped up. Will he submit? Will the Giant tap out for a big comeback win for the BRC? Trying to maneuver himself. Knee to the back of the head. Straight punch to the face. JT discombobulated, but an Irish Whipper to the corner, and Fury looks to bring back in Sullivan. Wait a minute. No, they're going to use the Forsaken Zone maneuver against him. God's eye. Into the pin. 1. But Wick not going to let that happen. Chris Sullivan tries for the pin again as Wick is taken out by a reverse DDT. 1. Only a 1 count, though. Into the head scissors, but Wick quickly escapes through. The Brute looks to finish him off, but Sullivan's waiting. Jawbreaker, Irish Whip to the corner. Oh my God. Oh my God, they're gonna do it again. Guys, and Uriel Wick is out of it ringside. He can't save Asriel this time. God's eye by the BRC to the pin. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Wick got in just in time, but Asriel kick it out on his own regard. To the top rope, perched high. Pointing down at Asriel. High risk offense. Brain chop. The BRC are finally starting to build back in this matchup. Finally starting to get an edge over the Forsaken. Will it last, though? Jawbreaker, JT Fury stumbles. That's exactly the opening Kane needs. Irish Whip to the corner. Wants that tag to Uriel Wick, but instead pulls JT into a front headlock. What the hell is he doing here? Boom! World's strongest slam. Nearly puts him through the goddamn canvas. To the corner again. Tries for a tag, but JT's ready. Not ready for that. Punch to the pec. Right back to the corner. Into the front headlock once more. This time a tossing scoop slam. Nearly threw him out of the gosh darn ring. Kane lining him up. Big, massive, spinning world's strongest slam. To the pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Dude, the BRC are getting murdered, but they will not die. Now JT Fury's still out of it as Asriel Kane hovers over him like a dark cloud. Irish whip into the corner. Kane really wants this tag Uriel. There we go. Now he's going to get it. Oh, no. Chris Sullivan got a taste of this earlier. Now it's Fury's turn. Off the shoulders of the Brute. 10-foot. Oh! Plus in the air. Elbow drop to the heart. Kick to the midsection once again with a jumping cutter. Transition into the Dragon Sleeper. The bicep curled around the throat. JT Fury unable to breathe, but he finds a way to escape with the snapmare. Irish whip straight to the corner, though. And the Forsaken look to show him how it's done, but JT boot to the side of the head. Wrong time to taunt, man. Wrong time to taunt. Small package, and Wick looks to steal it. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, luckily enough. Chris Sullivan gets to his apron like, I'm outie. I'm outie 5,000. Oh, no. Wick. Slowly, methodically, with his boot, lifts JT to his seat. Spinning heel hook, and good night, sweet prince. 1, 2, 3. The Forsaken are victorious. And Chris Sullivan taken out for good measure. Only a matter of time, if you ask my personal opinion. The Forsaken were dissecting the BRC in that matchup. The BRC with a bit of a comeback late in the matchup, but it was for naught. Wick and Kane gained momentum by beating the Trios champions en route to Purgatory this Sunday, where they look to become the tag team champions and taking on Brûlé for the vacant belts. What match? Yeah, I think it was Battle Scars. Battle Scars 2. That happened. The Forsaken claim some more victims today with a devastating win over the BRC. All right, guys, up next, it is our co-main event for the 500th episode of CMV in edition number 133 of Friday Night Genesis, the last ever edition of Friday Night Genesis, as Genesis moves to Saturdays starting next week, and it is an 8-man battle royale. Superstars from all 3 brands: Pierre Thompson, PJ Moon, Chris Diamond from Fusion, Rising Star Champion Drake Dunn and Hunter Blackburn from NGW, Angelo Babos, Guri Sukanov, and a Markentel from Genesis. Let's not forget our main event still to come, that huge 8-man tag match. Harvey Hastings, the Good Brothers, and Reese Ortiz take on Adam Scott, Brûlé, and Alpha World Champ Chris Andrews. Of course, so far tonight, the record has been 3 in favor of Fusion to Genesis's 2. 3 wins for Fusion, 2 for Genesis, with Forsaken just defeating the BRC. Perhaps Genesis can try and tie it up now, or maybe NGW will swoop in for the win. Of course, next Tuesday, the next big thing, Drake Dunn for his Rising Star Championship. Hunter Blackburn tweeting out earlier, saying he's going to show exactly what's coming at Drake Dunn's way here in this matchup. Hopefully the ring is reinforced. I know I say that a lot, but especially with Hunter Blackburn, Guri Sukanov, and Markentel all in the ring at the same time. I mean, my lord. Oh, why are entrances on? I turned these off. I'm not sitting through 8 entrances right now. They're just slowly, one by one, walking out to the back. No entrances. We weren't meant to see this, you know? Well, of course, Guri Sukhanov is set for action at Ascendant 6. We heard his advocate Ball saying that Guri Sukhanov is ready to show up to the Monsters Ball match against Damien, a rematch from Homecoming 3, and certainly that is going to be a war between those two. But here in this, and his partner Markincel, see, it'll be interesting to see if they can work together a little bit. We know that Markincel next Saturday on Genesis will have himself a Money in the Bank qualifying match. We don't know who his opponent will be or opponents. So far for that Money in the Bank ladder match, confirmed are El Jefe, No Fun Martini, Kevin Silva, and Sam Valentine. This Sunday at Purgatory, Quan Che and Matsuda Tanaka compete for one of those last two spots. Rising Star champion Drake Dunn now made it to the ring. Hunter Blackburn. So he definitely got some intertwining rivalries in this matchup. For example, on Fusion, PJ Moon and Chris Diamond, Ascendant 6 opponents. Remember, PJ Moon challenged Chris Diamond to a matchup at Ascendance, and Chris Diamond said, the only way I'll accept this if you allow me to choose the stipulation, which PJ Moon accepted. Chris Diamond, as of yet, has not announced what that stipulation will be. But PJ did tweet out earlier this week saying he's going to take great pleasure in eliminating Diamond from this match. There's Angelo Babos, the dark horse of the lineup here, certainly. We get a little shot of Guri coming out. And of course, last but not least, the Big Red Machine, baby. The Devil's favorite hellhound. Tag team partner of old Guri. Now we can finally start this matchup. All 8 competitors are in the ring. So let's get it on. And interesting enough, Markincel and Guri Sukhanov go right after each other. You know, they're monsters. They're not normal thinking men like, hey, let's work together to thin the pack. I mean, Paul Heyman has to work overtime to make sure these two don't tear each other apart at any given moment. You know, they're monsters. Oh, nice slingshot back elbow by Diamond there to take down Mark. As Hunter Blackburn looks to make good on his word and eliminate Rising Star champion Drake Dunn. Yeah, like I touched on momentarily, Angelo Babos definitely is the outlier of this lineup. But maybe he could surprise us. Maybe he could pull out that clutch-ass win. Pierre Thompson takes out PJ Moon. Not much time to celebrate, though. Angelo Babos from behind with a backbreaker, neckbreaker combination, and Drake Dunn in trouble at the hands of Markincel now. The Rising Star champion desperately trying to hang on for dear life. Hunter Blackburn and Guri Sukhanov going at it. I'm sure Guri is not used to getting flung back like that. Big boot just sent him soaring through the air. Still no eliminations as of yet. This is an 8-man battle royal, meaning the only way to be eliminated is by being thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the outside. There are no pinfalls, no submissions. PJ Moon and Chris Diamond, not surprising, they're tearing into each other. Markincel and Pierre Thompson have a bit of a history. They were actually tag team partners earlier this season back at CyberSlam. They challenged the Good Brothers for the World Tag Team titles. And then Thompson, of course, was traded to Fusion. Angelo Babos looking to eliminate Drake Dunn. What exactly is Guri Sukhanov doing here with Hunter Blackburn? I'm not sure. Oh, PJ Moon did exactly what he said he was going to do and eliminates the baller, Chris Diamond. Chris Diamond, the first man eliminated, and Moon backs into the corner like, yep, bitch, I told you so. And that is going to infuriate Chris Diamond. He has no choice, though. He's got to hit the showers. He is eliminated. Former world champion Chris Diamond is out of here. Meanwhile, Moon gets chopped in half with a spear up the rebound by Blackburn. Perhaps Pierre Thompson is the next to go. Gary Suckanov hammering his spine in the corner with those forearm smashes. Marketel with a great strategy I think a lot more superstars should start to employ. Lang underneath the bottom rope because you have to be thrown over the top rope. So you can rest up, you know, get some gas back in the tank. Looks like Marketel is going to try to help out his tag team partner now as Hunter Blackburn, big elimination, takes out PJ Moon, the NGW rookie. Thinning the herd, and now there are 6 as Angelo Babos perhaps looks for a huge elimination. There goes Gary Suckanov eliminated. Angelo Babos, the outlaw, just taking out the former Alpha World Champion, but perhaps he is next to go as the big dog tosses him out. What up, Gary? 4 men remain from Fusion, Pierre Thompson, from Genesis Marketel, from NGW Hunter Blackburn, and Rising Star champion Drake Dunn. Well, Babos got himself a nice elimination, but not a whole lot of time to celebrate the fact as Pierre immediately tossed him out. And now Marketel with a toss off the fireman's carry. Drake Dunn with some power showcase there. Marketel 300+ pounds. That was not easy. So Genesis will not win this matchup, but now it's up to Pierre Thompson to make sure the NGW rookies do not walk out with the victory as he tries to eliminate Dunn here. Desperately trying to push him off that top turnbuckle, but Dunn's having none of it, neither here nor there. Hunter Blackburn now takes him down with a stinging side slam. Oh! Thompson eliminated, and the NGW rookies, baby, are gonna take home the prize of preview of next Tuesday's Rising Star title match. #1 contender Hunter Blackburn and the next big thing, Rising Star champion Drake Dunn, are all that remain. And Blackburn with a strong message sent to the champion. See ya, bye, Dunn. And the man beast stands tall. Hunter Blackburn made good on his word, snuffed out the snakes, humbled them, and made them meet nature's end. Drake Dunn was tossed right on top of Pierre Thompson. Hunter Blackburn, man, a beast of another kind. If he can do exactly what he just did next Tuesday at NGW, we are looking at the next Rising Star champion. NGW showing up and showing out, baby. What a big win for Hunter Blackburn. So the record going to rest tonight. Fusion takes home the prize because they won 3 matches. Genesis won 2. NGW wins 1 because this matchup is mixed and matched, so it won't matter in the end. Only one guy from Fusion. And that is, of course, world champion Harvey Hastings, as he pairs with the former World Tag Team Brothers and Reese Ortiz to take on Adam Scott, Brule, and Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews. Guys, with a tweet here again from Fenrir, a.k.a. Josh Wolf, says, at Harvey Hastings, you will destroy you. Well, he'll get his chance this Sunday at Purgatory in that tag team matchup. Harvey Hastings and Jacob Ziegler take on Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews. Wolf, of course, not here tonight due to the injuries he sustained last week at the hands of Harvey Hastings. Yo, what up, Dash? Just in time. A 500th episode extravaganza. Going to culminate with this huge 8-man tag team. Awesome matches. Glad that you could all join me, even though it's pretty early. Up at 17 viewers right now. I expect to have like me and Topher in here. Oh, hello, Fly. Get away. Topher, the conspiracy theorist. And a tweet, guys, from Hunter Blackburn says, snakes mold. Lingering words from the man beast after his battle royal victory. And here he comes, the man who last week said that Fusion will no longer be his only playground. He is here to take over Genesis. Certainly sent a strong message when he brutally and viciously attacked Josh Wolf last week with the Undisputed title, staining it with Wolf's blood. The king of the cruiserweights. Going to walk into the shows Ascendant 6 as champion, defending his title against Jacob Ziegler, who, of course, earlier tonight we saw defeat John Reed. And an awesome matchup, absolutely 5 stars. This Sunday, though, guys, is Purgatory. Again, that huge main event. Harvey Hastings and Ziegler take on Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews. So many variables going, so many questions. Will Harvey actually show up? What kind of condition will Wolf be in? Of course, a stacked card besides that. Xander Slate going to go one-on-one with Adam Scott. New World Tag Team Champions will be crowned when the Forsaken take on Brule for the vacant titles. Brody Hallett challenges Dallas Steele for the International Championship. Tyson Cage and D'Angelo Prince for the Anarchy Championship. Not to mention a fight between Crazy J and John Reed, and much more. Harvey Hastings, as always, taking the time to bask in his own glory. The only Fusion superstar involved in this 8-man tag match, but Harvey Hastings does not see himself as just a Fusion superstar any longer. He sees the entirety of CMV, even unmatched, as his kingdom. And of course, his tag team partners, the former World Tag Team Champions, the OG Dirty Hills, Xander Slate, and the Milkman Randy Borton, baby. The Good Brothers. Yeah, that'll be fun, Topher. Looking forward to that, but what are you going to do? Slate and Borton last week stripped of their World Tag Team titles as they were right on the verge of making history again. They got up to 5 championship defenses, tying hashtag trending worldwide. One more, they would have set the record, but Cass LeFay went and stripped them. Just adding more fuel to the fire for the hashtag no confidence campaign. Well, this Sunday at Purgatory, Xander Slate will take on Adam Scott one-on-one. Another big question, what kind of condition is Adam Scott in? After Slate and Reese Ortiz, of course, attacked him in that bar 3 weeks ago, and then Slate 2 weeks ago brutally beat him down backstage. We know that Adam Scott has 8 stitches in the back of his head and bruised ribs as well, as a hurt shoulder. And And last but not least for team number one, a man who went from the underdog, fan favorite, to perhaps one of the most despised in the entirety of CMV today. Cheating on his husband and then feigning wanting to fix things only to side with Xander and attack Adam Scott. And of course, don't forget last week, Adam Scott was slated for a one-on-one matchup with international champion Dallas Steel Ortiz. Came out from behind with a steel chair, making it abundantly clear that he has no remorse reopening Scott's stitches. Dash, I just got a brilliant idea. I'm going to message you after the show is over. That's why I was silent there for a minute. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Quinn Bell is Ziggler's girlfriend. Still today, I do believe. So there's team number one. World champion Harvey Hastings, the Good Brothers, and Reese Ortiz. And here he comes, the heartbroken, but still kicking, Adam Scott. There you see the ribs, the shoulder taped up. The stitches, of course, in the back of his head. Going to be a target, all a target. Look at him. Look at his huff to the ring. He is ready to get his hands on Xander and Ortiz in this match. Of course, he'll have Slate one-on-one this Sunday. But you got to imagine Reese Ortiz is more than likely going to be ringside for that match. And his tag team partners, the two men who this Sunday will face off against the Forsaken to crown new World Tag Team Champions, Dule Zaire and the Outcast Brett Angel. We haven't seen them in a while. And a couple of weeks since they lost the title match to Good Brothers at the top of the month. That was the genesis after Homecoming 3, I do believe. No, Cause and Effect 3 it was. But of course, they have a close friendship with Adam Scott, so are here in this matchup to aid him. Many times this season, Zaire and Brett Angel, whether together or separate, have vied for the World Tag Team titles. This Sunday could be their last opportunity as the season is coming to a close and we are on the Ascendant 6 is on the horizon. So Brule make their way to the ring, and that means we are just waiting for an end. The longest reigning CMV Alpha World Champion of all time, the Blue Libre, who in 5 weeks at Ascendant 6 will headline his second straight Ascendance in his country. UMDM, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Chris Andrews. By the time Ascendant 6 rolls around, Chris Andrews will have set the record at 5 months holding the Alpha World Championship. Josh Wolf, his frenemy, will be on the other side of the ring in a 30-minute no DQ Iron Man match to close out the grandest stage of them all. Josh Wolf, though, is unhinged, and he's Nowhere near 100%. How will that fare for Chris Andrews this Sunday at Purgatory? So here we go. It is main event time for episode 500 of CMV. 8-man tag team matchup. First fall to a finish as world champion Harvey Hastings starts things off against the heartbroken Adam Scott and a standing Spanish fly straight out the gate. Immediately goes right after those ribs. We know Harvey Hastings as merciless as they come. There's a reason the CM Universe dubbed him a psychopath, and while he has now adopted the nickname. And a quick tag to Xander Slate. Harvey Hastings knows Slate wants to get his hands on Scott here. A preview of what's to come this Sunday at Purgatory when these two superstars go one-on-one. Slate up to the second turnbuckle. The OG Dirty Heel jumps down for a double axe handle. Tries to follow through, but Adam Scott's ready for him. Fireman's carry tossed overhead. Adam Scott brings the much bigger Xander Slate to his feet. Irish whip to the corner, wants a tag and a tag in. Nope. Xander Slate denies it. Boot to the side of the head and a nice back suplex side slam to boot. Right there, Burt Angel wants the tag, but Xander Slate quickly stops it from happening. Not going to stop this jawbreaker from happening, though. Woo! Swiftly takes out Slate with that head scissors whip, and here comes the outcast, Burt Angel, who's got a bone to pick for sure with Xander Slate this season. 4 times had the Good Brothers defeated Dulés Air, whether in standard 2-on-2 tag matches or 6-man tag matches. Burt Angel taking it right to the show. Old school clean slate with the fireman's carry side slam. Look how Brett looks at Xander, but a hot tag to the Moo Moo Man. And here comes the other Good Brother. Drop kick immediately chops down Angel. Then a clothesline to follow through. Angel won't stay down. Another drop kick. There we go. Finally keeps him on his ass. Tag now back into Adam Scott. Randy Borton looking to be a bit out of it. Tries to crawl through the ropes, get himself up to his feet. Adam Scott decides to do a bit of pandering to the fans. Hook to the jaw. Caught by Borton forearm smash. Closes that distance, paying homage to Xander Slate with a discus clothesline. Didn't get all of it, but enough of it. Right over the shoulders again, fireman's carry. Adam Scott, his body might be broken, his heart might be broken, but still it beats. With a fiery passion for revenge against both Xander Slate and Reese Ortiz. Alley-oop bomb, see ya by Borton. Chest first, face first off the mat, he goes flat. Maybe I should be a rapper, goddamn. Adam Scott, what's he thinking here? Wasting a whole lot of time, especially against a former world champion, a superstar of the caliber of Borton. When are we bringing back Nacho Man to become a part of Vintage? Snapmare, oh! Roundhouse kick right to the side of Borton's head. That looked nasty. And now Adam Scott bumps into referee Perry White trying to get to the top rope, but Borton crawls as he may. Adam Scott stops him before he can make a tag. And Cloverleaf Pain locked in. This is a debilitating submission hold. Trying to make sure Borton can't stand. Stomp to the lower back, and Adam Scott just looks down at Borton to discuss nothing personally against Borton, but he's best friends with Xander Slate, so obviously Scott's not going to like him. Elbow stop to the knee. Back and forth they go now, vying for control, and it's Borton who's going to lock in a submission. STF being applied by the Moo Moo Man, but Adam Scott gets to the ropes. Can't really see Chris Andrews' big fat body in the way. There we go. Scott able to break himself free. Tries for a scoop slam, gets a knee to the chest instead. Yo, what up, Heyman? Kick to the midsection. Adam Scott does not quit. Captures suplex though. Reversal fest ensuing there. Adam Scott jumps right past the Milkman, and here comes Burt Angel once again, spinning your uppercut. Spinning your uppercut again. Dulés Air and Chris Andrews checking out Adam Scott, making sure he's okay before getting back up out of the ring apron. Into the corner. And Brett Angel. Irish whip, the big man. With a pounce that sent Borton flying into another dimension. Up into outer space. Now an Irish whip to the corner. A tag to Les Air. They like to call this white chocolate rain. The catapult meteora. A hook of the leg. Will this be enough? 1, 2. No, nearly, but not quite. Just a millisecond off. Adam Scott is still down to the outside. Might have to get someone to check on him. Oh, there we go. He's finally pulled himself up. He's okay. Not okay, but good enough condition to continue. Well, watch out, Adam Scott now. Dylan's there, dropping Borton chest first on that top rope. Borton again looks to crawl over to his corner and make a tag, but Dulez Air stops him from doing so. Scoop slam midsection to the gut instead. Now an Irish from the corner gets a good look at that ass, and Zaire, he might be a thick boy, but don't let that fool ya. Wow! A rolling pop-up body splash. Zaire never ceases to amaze. And now the tag to Brett Angel switching positions once again. Brule delivers some white chocolate rain. Randy Borton looks to be completely out of it, eyes glazed over. 1, 2, but Xander Slate's there to help out his boys. They're going to make him pay for that. Sent down to the outside. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Deadlift powerbomb now by the Outcast. Yeah, I'd say that Randy Orton definitely right now needs to make a tag if he knows what's good for him. Scoop slam. Borton drops down behind. These two men have a pretty long history between each other. Vintage high angle dick grab slam by Borton. That's not enough, though. The go-home driver might do it. 1. Just a 1 count. Borton not quitting, though. Stays on the attack. Brett Angel's ready for him. Back body drop. Irish whip into the corner. Brett Angel slowly but surely not getting ahead of himself. Approaches the Milkman, and again, Xander Slate trying to get in to help out his boy, but referee Perry White says, don't you dare, I'll disqualify your team. The Pounce rears its head for another time. Content to go for the pin, the Hiccups return. Right in the main event, of course. 1, 2. Man, the resiliency of Borton. You might not like him. You might think he's a bit of a dope, a bit of a ding-dong. And he is, let's be honest, but he has got the heart of a champion. He is a fighter. Breaks the full Nelson. Does Brett Angel. Throws Borton off of him. Both Harvey Hastings and Reese Ortiz asking for the tag, but Brett Angel instead puts Borton in the corner. Tag to the Bloody Brit, baby. Chris Andrews. Here comes the Alpha World Champion. Double back elbow. Wait a minute, Britt with a standing moonsault. Britt is no high flyer by any stretch of the imagination. But my God, look at the timber between he and Brett Angel. Now a body splash in the corner. Borton really wants that tag now. Andrews not going to allow it, though. Vertical suplex by Chris Andrews. Not like him to just hit one, but... And here comes the cliffhanger to follow through. Borton is getting absolutely wrecked in this matchup. And now Chris Andrews decides to lock in a stretch muffler. You do not know how much that hurts your hamstring. Was Borton in hell? Is he paying for his sins? This is torture. Look at that, though. This is like 8 punches in the back of Britt's head. Oh! Goes for sweet move music. Gets revenge instead. 2 that pin. 1. Oh, but Reese Ortiz makes the save. Nobody tried to stop him. Okay. Scoop slam, drops down behind. This might be Borton's opening. But instead of making a tag like he should, gonna try to do it all himself. Borto end to pin the Alpha World Champion. Can Randy get that clutch for his team? No, hardly even a 2 count. Oh my God. Bort, no quitter. Right back on the prowl. Borto end again. 1, 2, 3. What? Back-to-back Borto ends. Harvey Hastings, the Good Brothers, and Reese Ortiz, who didn't even get tagged in this match, are victorious. Wow. Britt was on fire too. Borton took that beating like a champ. Gotta give credit. Back-to-back Borto ends. And Randy Borton with the clutch of the century. If only England could have clutched that hard. Well, it's coming home for Hastings, Slate, Borton, and Ortiz. Look at Ortiz celebrating like he did anything. What a way to close. Oh, yeah, nobody helped Britt there. Well, guys, came back on the main event. That's just great. Much joining me. Can't believe it's like 1,000 hours I've probably done CMV. Probably more because some episodes are can be 3 hours. Some pay-per-views have gone 5 hours. You know, so probably more than 1,000 hours I have done CMV. That's insane. But I'm happy to have done it. And here's to 1,000 more hours. Exclamation point. Join in the chat. We'll give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. Exclamation point Twitter, exclamation point Discord. We'll give you links to all of our social media stuff. And so I will catch you guys this Sunday for Purgatory, the last stop on the road to Ascendant 6. And then after that, of course, it is a straight shot to the show of shows. Good card this Sunday. You're not going to want to miss it. I hope to see you there. If not, then I guess I'll see you whenever. Peace.